We welcome you to our weekly one-on-one with head coach Doug Pederson, presented by Wawa. I'm Eagles Insider Dave Spadaro. Coach, I know these are tough times. Doug, for somebody like Carson Wentz, who had so much success in college, comes in, has great success in the NFL, I mean, what is he going through right now? What do you see from Carson on and off the field?
It's the National Football League, and it just goes to show you that it's a tough business, and every year is different. Every team's different. You're going to be playing with different guys. And so sometimes you go through these peaks and valleys, and right now we're in a valley, and but at the same time we expect Carson to embrace where we're at as a team, where he's at right now, continue to work, continue to get better, and we climb out of that valley and sit atop of the peak one day.
You are obviously sticking with Carson. You've been asked that question a bunch of times. What do you think it means to him that you are staying with Carson?
Well, it shows the confidence that we have, that I have, in him. He's the leader of our team, and I think there's stability there, right? And he knows he needs to play better, and the team around him needs to play better. We all need to elevate our game just a little bit, and that's the other thing that's kind of kept us back, is we haven't had quite the consistency there that I would like, or any of us would like, but yet that shows the confidence that we have still in Carson that we can get it done.
Doug, I know you talked about Travis Fulgham to the media earlier in the week. Last couple games not productive. We all thought that this is a kid who's on the rise. Our defense is playing him differently. Is he just not getting opportunities? I mean, how do you get Travis back on track?
It's a little of both of that, Dave. It's teams are recognizing him and knowing, because we don't have Alshon really out there, or Deshaun out there. So right now he's been our top receiver. So teams have taken their best corner and matched him up over there, or they've done some things differently with coverage, and so he has to understand that. And anytime that he gets challenged defensively that way, he should take it as respect and rise up, to the occasion. And then we need to help him, or I need to help him maybe a little bit in play call, play design, to get him, in space and free some things up. But he's still a big part of what we do, and Carson still has a lot of faith in him and trust, and he'll continue to improve.
Doug, for years this offensive line has been among the best in the league. This emphasizes how important the offensive line is in the National Football League. Can you talk about that group and just what it means to have everybody kind of going in and out of the lineup the entire season?
Yeah, it's tough, when you don't have that consistency like we've had in the past, and when you've had JP, Isaac, Kelsey, Brandon Brooks, and Lane in there, and they're consistently in there week in and week out, you have stability, you have continuity, and now we've got so many moving pieces, right? We thought JP was going to be our starting right guard, Andre Dillard was going to be the left tackle, and all that, and well, that didn't happen, right? And now we're JP's the left tackle, and Matt Pryor's in at right guard. Well, Isaac's coming back, and we've played Opeta and Herbig. So there's so many, a young Jack Driscoll. It's just, where do you see the continuity? Where do you find the consistency there? When you're constantly rotating offensive linemen. But I will say this: those guys work extremely hard. Kelsey's kind of the glue of that group, and really keeps that group going, and they battle their tails off, and they play tough and physical each week, and we continue to work.
You said after the game on Sunday that you wanted to find out who was in and who was out. I've heard that before. I understand what it means, at least the way I've heard it before. What does it mean to you?
Well, just that. I want to see kind of who's with us. And by no means, do I expect anybody to kind of throw in the towel or kind of give up on the season, because we got everything right in front of us, and it's still anybody's ball game in the NFC East, obviously, and 6 games to go, none bigger than the one coming up against Seattle on Monday Night Football, and we're looking forward to that opportunity this week. Got to put a great week of practice and preparation together, but that'll really give us a really good indication of the all-in approach as we approach this last month and a half of the season.
Is it your plan, Doug, to shake things up in some way, or to stay the course here moving forward?
Stay the course. I think that's been It's been proven over time when you show consistency and there might be minor tweaks here and there, but for the most part, man, you gotta stay the course, and we're still right there with everything in front of us.
Zach Ertz, what kind of progress did he make last week coming back to practice? Do you expect him on Monday night?
Yeah, Zach did a nice job last week, kind of getting back out there and running around. And, we'll see again this week where he's at, physically and see if he, has the capability or at least the physicality to go on that injury. And if so, then would expect him to play.
Last one, Doug. What is this like for you? I mean, you've had great success here. How do you deal with this moving forward? Like, I know it's stay the course, but inside, is there frustration?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's frustration because, I pride myself, right, on how the offense plays, how the defense, because I'm the head coach, right? So I have to take ownership in that, and I think back to 17, 18, some of the success we had back then, and see if that can sort of, translate into what we're doing right now. But this is such a long season, lot of game, month and a half of games left, 6 games. And like we just said, it's consistency. It's staying the course. It's being true to who you are, believing in in what got you here, so to speak. And we know we're not playing well as a football team, and we haven't put 4 quarters together. But we got to hold on to the faith and belief that can change, and we can get it fixed.
Our weekly one-on-one with head coach Doug Pederson, presented by Wawa. Doug, thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Thank you, Dave. Happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Thank you very much, and let's go out on Monday Night Football at Lincoln Financial Field and beat the Seattle Seahawks. Thanks, Doug.